Link's arm has been a major source of speculation in the Legend of Zelda community, ever since that second trailer where we saw Link appearing to manipulate time. When the most recent trailer for Tears of the Kingdom, we got our best look yet at the power that Link can wield in his arm, and it appears as if this is going to replace the Sheikah Slate from the original Breath of the Wild. Well, today I'd like to take a closer look at this new source of power for Link, what it can do, where it came from, plus also what it means for our adventures in the upcoming Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Zelda content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, before we get into it today, I wanted to let you know about Triforce Times channel memberships. So thank you to everyone who watches. I really appreciate you checking out the videos, watching, discussing and subscribing. And it is really fantastic to have you as part of the community. Well, for those who want to go above and beyond, I've recently launched channel memberships on Triforce Times, meaning if you want to join up, then you're going to get some great benefits like access to a community Discord, early access to all videos, shoutouts in videos, plus you get exclusive member-only videos as well. Well, if you're interested, then hit that join button down below and select the right tier for you today. Well, in the latest Nintendo Direct back in February, we got our best look yet at Link's arm powers. So we can see Link lifting what looks to be a heavy piece of metal and manipulating it with his right arm alone. We've seen Link using his arm powers before, so in the E3 2021 trailer, where a spiked ball was rolling down a hill, Link throws out his right arm and that spiked ball appears to go back from where it came from, almost like Link has reversed time through the powers in his arm. Well, therefore, it's clear Link's arm is going to play a major role in the gameplay mechanics of Tears of the Kingdom, and this is a major shift from Breath of the Wild, where Link's powers were connected to the use of that Sheikah Slate, and we've barely seen the Sheikah Slate in the promotion for Tears of the Kingdom so far, with it only turning up in the marketing materials once, and it appears to have changed owner, with Princess Zelda now holding the Sheikah Slate. Well, back in Breath of the Wild, we received the Sheikah Slate very early in the game, so when we woke up, it was one of the first items that we interacted with. This kind of made sense at the time, so Breath of the Wild was developed to release on the Wii U, then it was delayed and eventually released on both the Wii U and also Nintendo Switch. You could argue that the Sheikah Slate resembled both the handheld Wii U gamepad as well as the Nintendo Switch itself. It was a really interesting move from Nintendo, blending the real world and the in-game world with this handheld device. Well, the Sheikah Slate was very powerful. It was the source of all our runes and our ability to interact with Hyrule. So we had magnesis to interact with metal objects, remote bombs to blow things up, stasis to stop the flow of time, cryosis to freeze water and create ice blocks. We had the camera to take photos, and then in the DLC, we could access the Master Cycle Zero to help us get around nice and quickly. So while the Sheikah Slate was a good idea at the time, Nintendo appears to be moving away from the restrictions of the Slate and returning to some of the concept art ideas that were left on the cutting room floor from Breath of the Wild. So released after the game, we can see developers playing with ideas of Link's arm having different attachments and even a different appearance. So we can see Link's arm in the shape of a hammer, shooting out bombs like a cannon, working like a bow and arrows, plus also shooting out what looks to be a hookshot. Well, Nintendo used their DLC in Breath of the Wild to expand the idea of the Sheikah Slate. Now, doing that again in Tears of the Kingdom must have felt stale for the Zelda team. Therefore, this time, they are going in a different direction. In Tears of the Kingdom, it's all about Link's arm, so we've seen Link moving large objects in a similar manner to the Magnesis rune. We've seen Link seemingly reverse time, similar to that Stasis rune, albeit with slightly more interesting capabilities. So rather than just pausing time, this appears to be reversing time for an isolated item, which has massive potential for puzzles in the game. So Link's arm is clearly an important gameplay mechanic, and it's likely to have major implications for the story in Tears of the Kingdom as well. From what we can gather so far from the trailers, Link appears to be attacked by Ganondorf with malice shooting from that corpse, engulfing Link's arm and burning it beyond recognition. We can see the state of Link moments after this attack when he's diving to save Princess Zelda, and we can hear Princess Zelda speaking in the trailer asking someone or something to lend him your power. We can see a visibly changed Link with a different style of right arm in the trailer, plus also other trailers as well. This doesn't look like Link's arm. It's either a gauntlet that he's wearing, or literally the arm of someone else fused to Link, which could be the power that Princess Zelda spoke of, and that has been given to Link. We can see Link in the latest trailer holding his right arm up into the air, looking in wonder at it, and perhaps this is the moment his arm is restored, and this new power is bestowed upon him. Well, Link's arm and his new powers allude to two major story beats happening in the game. So first of all, the attack of the Malice and the damage to Link's arm. So we've seen snippets of this so far with Link and Zelda exploring under Hyrule Castle, presumably not long after the events at the end of Breath of the Wild. Link and Zelda are then attacked by the Malice eruption from Ganondorf, leading to a near fatal blow on Link, and Princess Zelda falling down a large ravine, at best separated from Link, and at worst, to her death. Now, the second major story moment we can piece together from the trailers is a moment where Link is healed, and this new power is bestowed upon him. So given Princess Zelda is saying, lend him your power, it's looking more likely she survived the attack, and she's asking a higher power to heal Link and help them against the evil forces of Ganondorf. Now, I can imagine early in Tears of the Kingdom, Link most likely gets attacked in the opening story cutscene, and then we end up in the Sky Islands for the tutorial of the game, similar to the Great Plateau from Breath of the Wild. And when Link wakes up from the attack, likely he's healed with this new arm. Well, there's one important question that we should ask, and that is where the arm came from in the first place. So our previous powers came from Sheikah technology, so that is one option, and this is a new form of Sheikah tech. However, this doesn't look like technology that someone has developed. This looks more magical by nature. Could it be related to the ancient Zonai tribe? They are a people that we've heard about in Breath of the Wild, and fans have been calling for Nintendo to tell the rest of the story in Tears of the Kingdom. Well, I think the biggest clue that we've got in the trailers so far is the hand holding Ganondorf's corpse. So Link and Zelda find this corpse under Hyrule Castle, and it's being held in place by glowing green magic. This huge swirl and a single arm. Now, where did this arm come from? I don't think we really know, but it could be this arm that fuses with Link to give him his new set of powers, and Princess Zelda is likely speaking to the owner of this arm when she says, lend him your power. One thing that we know for sure is Nintendo are moving away from the item that Link holds for the source of his power to this new inner source of power given to him by a higher being of some kind, and it is highly likely that we haven't seen the end of Link's powers just yet. These new rune-like powers that Link can summon from just his arm. I'm so excited to find out more about these powers, because so far we've only seen a few. It's highly likely Nintendo haven't shown us the full range of Link's powers just yet, and that is something to really look forward to as we get closer to the release of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about Link's new powers, and what other powers do you want to see? Well, that is it for this look at Link's new powers in Tears of the Kingdom, and as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Legend of Zelda content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to Triforce Times, or you can check me out on Twitter at Triforce Times. Well, if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, you can check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.